It was exactly on 7 minutes because that makes it easier. There go the Weevils. Nice and clean. Alright, and then we've got another 3 minutes 15 seconds to wait until we can go in the club. Alright, there go the Weevils, lapping us for the first time. They will lap us again. And then we're going to have to catch up over the next half an hour. There they go, second time. We've got 30 seconds before we go. Should just about get all the Weevils through, but we're going to be overtaking them pretty much straight away. 10 minutes 15 on the timer for the clubs to go. And it's catch-up time after that. Hopefully we can have a bit of a cleaner first corner than what the Weevils did. We did just get all the Weevils gone through. Perfect. 2.5 laps down. Half an hour to catch up. Let's go. That was so close. I thought I was going to be gone. It was a good start, that though. Bloody hell. So each of the individual groups obviously has their own race to do. There will be a winner of the Weevils and a winner of the clubs. But our gap has been calculated such that by the end of the race, in given perfect conditions for the leader of both club and Weevil, it should be going across the line equally, essentially. It's not absolutely perfectly calculated, but close enough. So it's balanced across the entire race. We're 2.5 laps down in the clubs, but over the course of 23 laps, we're 2.5 laps faster, essentially. The Weevils are doing approximately 1 minute 15 lap times, clubs 1 minute 7s, but that's in perfect conditions. There's no guarantee of perfect conditions. And the clubs have got to deal with overtaking the Weevils as well, obviously. As we've just seen right there. You got to be careful with it. Sound. Oh. God damn it. Just as I got into the lead of the clubs. So I actually qualified first in this one. I had the best lap time of the clubs, but it was a lap time that honestly I don't think I can do consistently. I just had a really nice lap. R2X DJ was the top qualifier of the Weevils. We're overtaking the Weevils for the first time. That was close. Bloody hell. I would have waited for that if he'd gotten completely wrecked, but that was just about safe enough. That was one hell of a squeeze. I was turning as much as I could. Wasn't sort of an intentional squeezing him into the wall or anything, but yeah, I would have waited if he'd actually crashed. A rallycross pass, that's what that was. Yeah. So I think that group of 3 just ahead might be the top group of the Weevils. And I think we've got a group of 3 clubs. So this will be lapping the leaders of the Weevils for the first time. Well, not really lapping, is it? It's unlapping ourselves. Right, it's a group of 2 at the front of the Weevils now. R2X DJ is in the lead of the Weevils, TCal second. I'm in the lead of the clubs. So if I want to win this race, I've got to do this another 2 times before the end. This is just showcasing the club's dominance in compacts and the speed difference, even to a Weevil, which is now in the middle of the pack for the compacts class. 2 minutes 30 behind. It's not the way you take that. Been a long time since we've done a car v car, over a year. Didn't actually realise it had been quite that long, but I'm going to start trying to bring them back more consistently now. Okay. Gotta settle in as well and make sure that not making any mistakes in overtaking people and things like that, keeping it clean. We are going to be compromised in the clubs when overtaking. The Weevils will also sometimes get compromised when being overtaken by the clubs. You know, it goes both ways. That's what multi-class racing is all about. But obviously, this is meant to be balanced, so that you'll finish where you're meant to finish at the end of the race, regardless of what car you're in, based on your performance. Great track this, by the way. Set to night by default, but I wanted to put it on current time of day so we could experience it at different times. Club. Yeah, if you're getting lapped by someone in your own car, then yeah, it's fair enough to move out of the way. The Weevils don't need to move out of the way for the clubs, but Yeah, if you're getting lapped in your own class, then yeah, blue flags apply. Should have just gone for the inside there. Should not have gone for the outside there. That was bad decision making that time. That's it, you can lose time just as easily as that. How far are we behind now? 1 minute 59. Still haven't gotten up into 15th yet, into the top half. I've been driving great, to be honest. I think I might need to shut up for a little bit, concentrate, since we're in the mid part of the race. We're going to be catching up to the Weevils again soon. I need to put in some lap times. Race face time. There's my first position. There's my first 2 positions. Up into 14th. So that's overtaking the lapped guys. So the Weevils was meant to be the end of that sentence. Halfway through this lap, we will be halfway through the race. There's a position I've just got from a Weevil disconnecting. I'm coming up to the leaders of the Weevils again, I think. Not too far away, at least. All the way around the outside, there's a 12th. Be lapping another club as well. This is going to be a bit dicey, I think. Yeah, I'm overtaking for positions on some of these Weevils. There's 10th. Top 10 hype. The gap now 121. Next up will be R2X to overtake. I think T Kells was battling him but then made a mistake because I've already overtaken him, and that'll get me on the lead lap essentially. I think R2X said during the start of this race, before the start of this race, that the last few times he'd taken the slow car in one of these car v cars, he's been taken out by the leader of the fast cars, so I hope I don't do that this time. Alright, I'm on the lead lap. If I overtake R2X DJ again, would be for the victory. That's not to say I'm going to catch up to him by the end of the race. I might run out of time. He might have just had a better race than me. One way to get out of the way as a back marker. There's 7th. Oh, it's raining. Oh, there's throwing a spanner in the works. Of all the calculations, it's only rained in the middle of the car v car race once. Slam vans and saber turbos. Looking at the chat. Rain stops in 5 minutes. Okay, 5-minute rain. Is that going to help the club? I think that will help the clubs more than the Weevils, right? It must do. We got much more grip to deal with this. Both of our lap times are going to get worse. It's also going to make the race a bit longer, which gives the club more time to catch up. At least that's one way to look at it. I don't know. I'd need to know. I have to figure out based on lap times, maybe, what we end up running in the rain. The Weevil might lose not as much relatively because it's going a bit slower anyway. That is definitely not an easy corner now in the rain. Wow, car v car with rain for only the second time. Not done this track in these cars in the rain either. We're experiencing this for the first time, all of us. I wasn't expecting this to actually happen. Can't beat a good bit of rain in a current weather race to mix things up. I was doing 107s. That was a 113, just a 112.9ish. But I was compromised at the first part of the lap. Struggling. How would that work out mathematically with the lap times? Say both cars lose 5 seconds a lap, just a linear flat 5 seconds. That would be relatively worse, comparatively worse for the club, right? Because the club's losing more of its pace essentially. Does that actually work out? I don't know, I can't wrap my brain around it whilst trying to race around here, and now I'm going to have to overtake all of these cars.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Depends what the Weevils are doing. I don't know what kind of lap times the Weevils are actually doing in the rain. Oof. Well, there's top 5. I didn't realise that was a overtake for 5th. Looks like the rain's stopping. That was a quick one. Just a few laps. Is this for 4th? Yep. All the way around the outside. And I'm 32 seconds behind with 4 and a bit laps to go. And the clubs were just about 10 seconds. Was it? It was just under 10 seconds a lap. Or what did I say it was again? 107s and 115, so it was 8 seconds a lap. So it's actually bang on. It's going to be really close. I'm going to have to push. I mean, it's not changed to what I've been doing all the way through, but the fast car has won these Car v Cars 5 times. The slow car has won it twice out of the 7 times that we've done these Car v Car races in the past. They're all in a playlist. They're always close at the end because they're designed to be. This is going to be really close, I think. This is a battle for 2nd place in the Weevils. Matty and T. Kells. So there's 2nd. I think 2nd is actually the best I've ever done in a Car v Car race. I finished 2nd 1 or 2 times maybe in one of these Car v Car races. Quite close to the win, but never actually won. 2nd for life and all that. I think I've won my individual side one or two times. Like I've won whatever car I was racing with, but then the other car has won the overall race. I think that's happened a few times. Oh, it's getting to the sharp end now. Alright, I'm gonna shut up. You've been second 3 times. Great. That. Why isn't Asbo driving around and it's laggy as all hell? So I would prefer if that Asbo that's in front. It looks like an Asbo anyway. Could just pull over. Or maybe it's a broken, beaten down club. Oh, this is it? This is R2X? On the second last lap? He's pushing. I don't wanna like cause a crash. I don't wanna crash him out. I don't want to push it too much because there's still another lap after this. Three and a quarter minutes down. Start 23 laps later, 22 laps later, into the lead. 1 lap to go. Forgive me for shutting up and just trying to focus. Yeah! I actually won a car v car race! I can't believe it! I can't believe I actually won one.
No,
Second.
No!
Second 3 times. So happy. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. I can't believe I actually won.
Scumbag.
I can't believe I've actually won a car v car race. We've done 7 of them now. Well, this is the 8th one. And I've finished second 3 times. I've won my side before, but finished 3rd or 4th or whatever. Finally. This was at the right time. I was in the right car. I felt like I had a pretty good race. I think I think I raced pretty well. You know, especially at the start, I really got up into the lead quite quick. And from the back of the grid. R2X DJ was at the back of his respective grid as well, by the way. And he still managed to get second place. 14 seconds behind. I think the rain did tip the scales the club's favour, honestly. But yeah, 116 for the best lap for R2X in the Weevils. I was thinking you would get some 115s, but I guess traffic was a thing. So it looks like clubs took 3rd down to 6th, and then we had another Weevil in 7th.
Oh, what a scumbag!
Club in 8th, Weevil in 9th, club in 10th. So there was a decent mix further down the grid, but Lapped Weevils that would cost me the win. Literally no one got out of my way and I got spun hit 4 times. So it wasn't the rain R2X then. It was other Weevils. Yeah, I think Ben L said that in the chat earlier when we were talking about the Slam Vans versus Sabre Turbos race. He won that race and he said it wasn't the Slam Vans that were the problem, it was the Sabre Turbos trying to hit the lapped Sabre Turbos. Wow. That's the thing with these races, isn't it? Like each individual is doing, we're all doing our own races as well. So it's not exactly, it's not perfect that we'll always have a run to the line on the last corner of the last lap, like we have in some of the races. Stafford's versus Shafters was a run to the line on the last corner of the last lap. But these are fun to do. We're definitely going to revisit these again. GGR2X. Well done for still getting a second. Actually won one! Yes! No more seconds!
And we have liftoff.